Do football players actually return to their level of football after a doping ban? Or let me paraphrase and rephrase. Do football players' career still progress after being found guilty of doping, after being found guilty of somehow directly or indirectly taking the banned and the contraband substances in football? I would give you a list of players, the length of their ban, and what happened to them afterwards. But the most recent is Paul Pogba. You know, Pogba was out for 18 months for the doping case and all of that. And when he returned to football, the whole football world was so emotional, especially at that moment when Monaco gave him a new contract and he signed for Monaco. Let me adjust my seat, right? And he signed for Monaco. He was teary. He was actually weeping. He was shedding tears of joy when Monaco gave him contract. The whole football world celebrated with him. Even me, that don't know Pogba from anywhere, I shed tears because it was an emotional moment. We've all been waiting for Paul Pogba's return. Now, his first few months at Monaco did not go well, and then he was loaned out. And now the news breaking out is that that contract that Monaco gave him, that we all cried for, has been terminated. The thing is, even while he was banned from footballing activities and all of that, he would be training because obviously when he came back physically, he looks fit. But mentally, do you think they are fit? Because football is a game of both physical fitness and mental fitness. If you jog from London to Manchester and you train all day, training fitness is different from match day fitness. Training fitness is different from competitive match fitness. The pressure that comes with training is different from pressure that comes with match day fitness. The 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 mental preparation for training is very, very much different from being in a competitive match, mentality. So when these players are out, when they return to football a lot, especially when they've been out for a long time, I think it's very hard for them to return to football. Let me give you a list of players. I'll tell you how long their ban was and what happened. Rio Ferdinand was banned for 8 months. When he returned to football, his career still went where he still played a lot of games for Man United. He reached the peak of his career and he even cemented himself as a Man United legend. So after the doping thing, Ferdinand returned to proper football. Adrian Mutu, when he was banned for 7 months or something like that, when he returned to football, he still played well and he still enjoyed his career because it was just 7 months. Ferdinand was 8 months. The two I've listed, they were actually less than a year ban. There was Sami Nasri that was banned for 18 months. Did his career later progressed? No. At the club level, he suffered, he struggled. At the national team, he struggled and he suffered a lot. You can see the difference between 18 months and 8 months is massive. Andre Onana, the Man U's goalkeeper who went on loan and this and that, the Onana that we all know, at some point, he actually had 12-month ban that was reduced to 9 months. And he's still in active football. He's still enjoying football, despite the fact that Man U fans don't really fancy him. But his career did not really go down. He's still in active football and he's still, I would say, playing well to his best of his ability. Again, another ban that was less than a year. Now, let's talk about Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba was 18 months. 18 months. And you can see what happened. Even though Pogba is physically fit, but mentally he's not fit. He can't really click into football. He can't even attain that top level again. And bear in mind, guess what? We all think Pogba is young. Pogba is actually 33. Why? Because we watched Pogba from his youthful age and his memory is fresh in our heads. From the Man U from Man United to Juve to Man United and stuff like that. And it still feels like Pogba is still a youngster, but Paul Pogba is actually 33 years old. He has gone past his peak. So Pogba is back to being a free agent. If he was a regular player who was not out of football for that long, he will probably still get a better club to sign him. Jordan Henderson, Chelsea still signed Jordan Henderson at 36, Welbeck at 35. But Pogba has been out for too long. It appears as if he has lost the real football in him. And let's talk about Mykhailo Mudryk. And we always talk about him because I'm a Chelsea fan. You can see the scarf, you can see the cap. I'm a proper Chelsea fan. So let's talk about Mykhailo Mudryk. It was meant to have 4 years ban that was reduced. Mudryk has been out of football for nearly 2 years. And now he has returned to football. Mudryk is still young, but the question is, does he still have it in him? So now Chelsea is probably looking for clubs that will take him on loan where he can go and play regular football and then will help him restore his confidence, his mentality, and help him to discover the football in him back. So if you look at the two players that returned to their peak level of football, their ban were very short. And the shortness of that period could preserve their career trajectory and the sharpness of football in them. Short ban usually result in nice return, like they usually come back proper. For example, a good example is Ferdinand. He came back to Man United and he was still playing proper football. The same thing, Andre Onana, he returned to Ajax and he still played proper football because the ban was short. When the ban is longer than a year, it makes it a lot difficult. Now there is a great difficulty in their chances of returning to proper football. An example is Sami Nasri, Paul Pogba, and currently Mykhailo Mudryk. To conclude this video, I would not say that a doping ban categorically ends a player career, but a long doping ban most likely ruin players' career. So if you're watching this video so far, I started from Paul Pogba, the Monaco contract, determination, the players that have been in his shoes, Mykhailo Mudryk, and all of that. What do you think about this Paul Pogba saga? Do you think a Premier League club should pick him up and try to see if they can harness the football in him? What do you think about Mykhailo Mudryk? Do you think a Premier League club who is not probably at Chelsea level, maybe a mid-table club or a bottom-table club, can take him and also harness the football in him? Let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section, and don't forget, please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and let's grow this small community to a bigger space. Thank you for watching. You'll see me pop up on your screen when I drop my next video. Thank you. Bye.